What's up, guys? Gold Gaming here, back with another tank review. So today we are looking at the Grille 15. So let's go and get into it. So the Grille 15, if you haven't played it, is a tank with literally no armor. It's got a very accurate gun, a very long one too. It's actually I guess it's the longest gun in the game, like in terms of like actual length and girth. But yeah, no, it's certainly a very long gun. Um, and on top of that, it has fairly decent mobility, a very horrible turn rate actually, but it can get up to speed pretty well. And I've heard at one point the Grille used to be faster than the TCC2A. Like, you used to be able to overtake it. So, but it got nerfed a long time ago. It recently got buffed. Most of the line did, from the Borsig all the way up to the Grille, which we're actually going to look at. They all got the reticle calibrator. Boy, does this thing really need it. Because when you got to get off those snapshots, it is very difficult. Because I'm not going to lie and say that the aim time on this thing sucks. It has a very accurate gun altogether, but the aim time just sucks. With that out of the way, let's actually get into the equipment. This is my equipment loadouts. I do run calibrated shells to get the HE up just a hair, to up the penetration altogether. I've also got enhanced gun lane drive. You could run supercharged if you mostly play it at a long range like I do, but the aim time certainly does help. And of course, I do have refined gun to get that dispersion down to 0.244, which is just as accurate as the Leopard 1. Improved modules, I got improved assembly and the toolkit on top of CamoNet. That's slightly different. I'm running CamoNet because I snipe. You can't play this thing frontline, although depending on what happens, I will throw a game in there from a little while ago. Improved controls because that turn rate is so bad, and obviously consumable delivery system because I do run the rail calibration on top of both of the repair kits. This is my ammunition. You could actually get away with maybe less than that, but this is just what I run. I don't usually go through more than that, mostly firing AP, and obviously, heat for there. Provisions, I do run double food rations. That is the other thing they got. Sprawl liners. Certainly much nicer, which actually, now I'm thinking about it, let me see, which one is... We're going to actually do this. Sprawl liner is the way to go. That does change the dispersion numbers. Let me go and actually go and see. Dispersion is 0.24, so we did lose 0.04, so it's not much of a difference. And obviously there is, camo. With that out of the way, let's get on to compared tanks. Alrighty, here we are, compared tanks. We got the Grille versus the FE4005. The Hori Type 3, we got the Foch 155, and we got the Object 268. So right off the bat, this thing does have the best DPM. Altogether, this has amazing DPM. This also has the worst penetration values, believe it or not. At 279, everything else is better in terms of penetration, which is a little surprising. Alpha is 640, with the exception of the OBJ, it's better. And the rate of fire is 5 shells a minute. It's not as quick as the FV, because it's an autoloader, but it's middle of the pack. Shell velocity, that is something you might want to take account. It is the best in terms of shell velocity at 1350. Your shells will go fairly quick. Aim time, as I said, is 1.3 seconds, but the arc, which doesn't give you like an actual radius or diameter of the arc, is not too nice. Movement or elevation, there is 5 degrees of gun depression, 15 degrees of gun elevation, 15 degrees of gun elevation. Depression is 5, but also depend 5 off the front. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we'll look at this in Armor Inspector. I think you get a little bit more going off the sides, I think. And then that is something else to note. You only can turn that gun shield, 50 degrees left, 50 degrees right. Engine power is decent. It is nothing to brag about. Your terrain resistance is okay, and your concealment rate is actually worse across the board. I actually didn't know that. Um, wow, I honestly did not know that. Um, yeah. Oh, that is the other thing I do want to go ahead and note. If you look at the armor, there is some turret armor on this thing, so nothing there. It does have a gun shield, but you got 30 millimeters on the front, 16 on the side, and 20 on the rear. Yeah, it is by far the worst going down the entire line. FE does not have too much more. And with that out of the way, let's get on to Armor Inspector. Alright, we're going to keep this short and sweet. As I said, the Grille literally has no armor. There is nothing you can do. It is just an HE target. But the thing I do want to go ahead and mention is you get 4 degrees of gun depression off the front. It's a little hard to see. If I can grab the gun. And then you do get 5 off the side. So when you're on any hill of any kind, or if you're able to, always angle your tank so you can always get the lower thing, because once it dips down as far as it can go, you have your most gun depression, but you also have very limited on how far you can turn over. So keep that in mind. Also, elevation is very, very limited. You actually get, I think you get less elevation off the side, more off of the front. So this is a very, very strategically you have to get into the correct positions to use this tank. So that's what makes it so awkward. On top of that, you do have a huge gun. So it's always fun when you're wiggling around and catch like Death Star's Hesh round on it. It's hilarious. Alright, and let's get on to the game. Alrighty guys, we are back. At the time I am recording this part of the video, it's been a couple of days since I did the intro. The internet was messing me up, and I tried to do it a couple days ago again, and yeah, internet was not been fairly nice, so we're going to try again today. Hopefully we can get through. Let's get in on 3 games, potentially 3 good ones. My hope was to have this done before gravity mode, and probably get a gravity mode game in, but yeah, the internet was not working too well, so. Alright, we're on Port Bay. This is not the best map. We can make do. We go up towards the middle up there. We can overlook B cap as well as C. That's probably where we're going to be sitting for the majority of the game, which also depends on where these guys go as well. I'm obviously going to turn up through there, but if they go over there and cross the river, I'll have shots over on C. That will be nice. As you can see, my internet is lagging just a hair. Okay. I got 16% packet loss. This is amazing. Probably should hold back. Firebird. Most of our team is going that way, so we gotta watch out for what's behind us. We are probably gonna get flanked. Maybe. I'm watching out over there. Obviously, I can't push. We are actually missing 2 medium tanks. So, yeah, we are missing 2 medium tanks. Where are they? I don't think they're going to cross through B. Oh, there's 1 and there's 2. Okay, so everyone is over in this area, which means I can try to make a good push, get a shot off there. We did lose our TVP. We've got that dude right there. Okay. Somehow I hit that shot. I'm not questioning it. I am probably gonna get targeted. I am having some major lag here. Come on. There we go. The shell velocity on this thing is great, but you also got to get into good positions as well. I mean, you are using AP. Once you switch over to your HE and all that, you do have a lower shell velocity. A little bummed. It certainly is a very low shot. Yeah, you're done. That's hilarious. That's good. Alrighty, I did take a little bit of damage there. It wasn't really necessary, but I did it just for the fun. Alright, it was a third class, 2.6k damage, 25,000 credits, 2 kills. Fairly decent. We were third in terms of leaderboard, doing okay with my lag. So I'm actually going to reposition myself from where I'm sitting closer to the wall and see if we can get some less lag. Going straight into the second game. Let's see if we can have a better game, hopefully. The Grille, it's very, very, it's not a difficult tank to play. It's just you gotta play differently than, like, you know, your E3 or your Foch, because there's no armor on this thing. And I have actually started playing the Hori, which I just recently got. That is a very different playstyle from this as well. Yes, we are actually going to push A. They're mostly heavy. This is mostly a heavy team. So, lag. So probably by pushing A. I think it's actually the same Progetto as the last game. I don't know. It'd be funny if it is. The reason why we were pushing A is because if we can get in a good position over here. Want to push? No, he's going to flank back around. Bummer. Yeah, no, the lag is not helping. Not helping one bit whatsoever. Jaegeru, who is right around that corner. Ow. Okay. And yeah, this is what happens when you don't play the Grille correctly. When you get into positions, I wasn't paying attention to the map, and I probably should have went over with the team towards that area over there. Or so we are just going to go ahead and skip on to the next battle. Alright, so just as expected, that game was a loss. We only got that one shot off, and that was it. So we are going to go ahead and back out. I am still having the lag. I did play another game in another tank. And yes, so let's hope we can get a good one. If not, have a actually fun replay to show you from Burning Games when that came out, when that was out. So we'll see how this one goes. And yes, we are on Dead Rail. This is the best map for the Grille. By hands down, this is the best map. Especially if you've got a major case of lag like I do. All you gotta do is sit in the infamous base bush, or spawn bush, get shots off anyone over there. You also got shots on over there. This is like the best map for the Grille and the Waffle. And the Death Star. But for some reason, you do have a tendency to get spotted up really, really easily. I don't understand why. No shot there. So what I am going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make a very risky push. I'm going to push across over here. We are probably going to get spotted, and we are probably going to get absolutely wrecked. We'll take that shot, though. As long as we're behind a bush, we are Gucci. Bummer. Lagging. I'm lagging. Let's see, can I hit that? Well, I hit him. I hit him. We are still not spotted to get that shot off. Okay, so we are spotted. That means that Jaegeru and that Jagdtiger have shots on me. IS-7 Amorak. No. Unfortunately, I was nowhere close to that. But we are actually going to wait right here. Again, there is that Jaegeru and the Jagdtiger who are over in that area. They're both in that area. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is get behind, please get behind, please don't take a shot. You know what? That is fine. So all he has to do is sit right there, and we just gotta go right over, probably. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alright, so that wasn't anything special. We are at roughly 10 minutes. So, yeah. Well, 10 minutes for this section of the recording. So, yeah, so that wraps up the Grille. See, I did do TVP. The lag was a little annoying, but long story short, I feel this did show a good version of the replay. The next video that will go up will hopefully be another movie. I'm working on getting people with that. Actually, tonight, which is the night I'm recording. And yeah, so we'll see if we can get that up, and I'll hopefully be the next one. If not, I'll have something else planned. So, yeah. So my thoughts about the Grille. The Grille is certainly a fun tank. It is very accurate. It's very powerful, and it's got literally no armor. I kind of wish the traverse rate was up. So when it's turning from side to side, you know, turning around and maybe reversing, as well as upping its camo rating. Give it a better camo rating than the Death Star, because believe it or not, this thing actually has the worst camo rating for a tier 10 tank destroyer. It's a little weird, but regardless, yeah. So if you haven't played the Grille, definitely go play it. It's fun. And until next time, we'll see you on the battlefield.